11:45 The last bus comes 마지막 버스 11시 45분 We stand together underneath the rain A woman with a bag of groceries 장을 받은 여자 A man who checks his phone again
Nobody speaks but something passes through 아무도 말하지 않지만 무언가 흐르고
The shared acknowledgement of being here
Of making it this far into the night
이 밤까지 살아온 것
Of having somewhere still to go from here
The rain falls on us all the same
비는 우리 모두에게 똑같이 내려
No matter who we are or where we've been
And standing in it side by side
나란히 서서
We are more alike than we have ever seen
빗속의 마지막
Carrying us home through the dark
Each of us a whole world to someone
누군가에게 온 세상인 우리
Each of us a quietly beating heart
The last bus in the rain 빗속의 마지막 bus
Hold the city's best and broken one
And for a moment we are all together
잠깐 우리는 함께야
Before the journey separates us one by one
The bus arrives and opens like a door
버스가 문을 열어
Into the warmth and yellow
Of the light
I find a seat beside the dripping glass
흐르는 유리창
곁자리에 앉아
And watch the city blur into the night
The woman with the groceries gets off
장을 받은 여자가 내려
Someone is waiting, holds an umbrella
The
while
man who checked his phone just smiles a little
핸드폰 보던 남자가 살짝 웃어
At something no one else can see inside
The rain falls on us all the same
비는 우리 모두에게 똑같이 내려
And the bus takes everyone toward the light
And I am just one more among the living
살아있는 이들 중 하나인 나
Grateful to be riding home tonight
빗속의 마지막
Bus carrying us home through the dark
Each of us a whole world to someone
누군가에게 온 세상인 우리
Each of us a quietly beating heart
The last bus in the rain 빗속의 마지막 bus
Hold the city's best and broken one
And for a moment we are all together
잠깐 우리는 함께야
Before the journey separates us one by one
같은 비를 맞으며
We never learned each other's names
이름은 몰라도
But we were real to one another
Just for a moment in the rain
빗속 그 순간만큼은
Strangers sharing one small shelter
We were not alone 빗속의 마지막 bus Carrying us home through the dark
Each of us a whole world to someone
누군가에게 온 세상인 우리
Each of us a quietly beating heart
The last bus in the rain 빗속의 마지막 bus Holds the city's best and broken ones And for a moment we
함께했어.
Together, together. The rain has stopped and everything is different now. The street below is catching all the light it never had before. Someone opened up a window somewhere close, and the smell of after rain came in like it always does. 비 그친 뒤 the world starts over, quiet and clean. After the rain, everything is lighter. 세상이 달라졌어. The colors on the pavement glow. After the rain, I remember 이런 순간이 좋아. That the world knows how to begin again. A child is running through the puddles, laughing at the sky. The cafe on the corner put its chairs back out like nothing happened. And I am standing here watching the city shake itself dry, the way it always does after every rain. 비 그친 뒤, 비 그친 뒤, 비 그친 뒤 the world starts over, quiet and new. After the rain, everything is lighter. 세상이 달라졌어. The colors on the pavement glow. After the rain, I remember 이런 순간이 좋아. That the world knows how to begin again. 비가 좋아. Not for the wet, not for the cold, but for this. 비 그친 뒤, when it stops and the world holds its breath. After the rain, 세상이 달라졌어. After the rain, after the rain, after the rain. 비 그친 뒤, 비 그친 뒤, 비 그친 뒤, 비 그친 뒤, 비 그친 뒤. 비 그친 뒤.
Walking through the fields of green, deepest blue I've ever seen. Sunlight dancing on my skin, looking for the light within. Close my eyes and feel the breeze. 기분 좋으니 떨림, a pleasant trembling, moving through the forest trees. Wind and you, my only love. 내 맘속에 부는 바람, the wind blowing everything is meant to be. 너와 함께 걷는 이 길, This road I walk with you, setting all my spirit free. Wind and you, my only love. 내 맘속에 부는 바람, The wind blowing in my heart. Watching clouds go by above everything we're dreaming of. 영원히 곁에 있어줘. Stay by my side forever. Sweet breeze, 사랑해. I love you. Wind and you, I love you. I love you. I got the window seat, the one I always want. The rain is doing what the rain does against the glass. My coffee's going cold, I haven't touched it yet. I'm too busy watching the street below. People passing under different colored umbrellas, each one a small moving world. 창가에 앉아, 창가에 앉아, 창가에 앉아. Nothing to do, nowhere to be, just the rain and me. Window seat, 창가 자리, the rain against the glass, and my cold coffee. Window seat, 이런 날이 좋아. The whole afternoon belongs to nobody, least of all to me. A woman at the counter ordered something warm. She's been here since before me, doing her own quiet. The barista draws a leaf in someone's phone, and the rain keeps its appointment with the window. 창가에 앉아, 창가에 앉아. Nowhere to be, nothing to solve, just the afternoon dissolving. Window seat, 창가 자리, the rain against the glass, and my cold coffee. Window seat, 이런 날이 좋아. The whole afternoon belongs to nobody, least of all to me. 빗소리가 좋아. Don't ask me why. 창가에 앉아. Some days the rain ends in my window seat, window seat, window seat, window seat. The rain, the rain, the rain. Window seat, 창가 자리, window seat, 창가 자리. The rain, 이런 날이 좋아. I'm writing you a letter the old-fashioned way. Pen on paper, rain on everything.
don't know if you'll read it or if it will arrive, but writing it feels like something beyond who I think of you when the rain comes every single time. Rainy afternoon, could you not add? I write your name at the top of the page. Rainy afternoon, 편지를 써. The rain knows what words cannot say. Not yet. The ink is running slightly from a drop that fell. I don't know if it was rain or something else. I write about the weather, about the street below, because the real thing is too hard to write. Beyond who I think of everything I meant to say before you left. Rainy afternoon, could you not add? I write your name at the top of the page. Rainy afternoon, 편지를 써. The rain knows what words cannot say. Not yet. 보고 싶어. I'll fold this letter, seal it with the rain. 비 오는 오후, and send it to wherever you are. Rainy afternoon, rainy afternoon, rainy afternoon. Your name 보고 싶어. Rainy afternoon, rainy afternoon. Your name 보고 싶어. The rain is painting patterns on the window glass tonight. A cup of something warm between my hands, the city lights. I've got nowhere that I'm rushing, nowhere I belong. 빗소리 속에 just this quiet, tender song. Strangers passing underneath their umbrellas one by one, and I'm sitting here so softly, glad the day is done. In this rainy little cafe, time moves slow. Watch the droplets race each other down below. There's a comfort in the gray clouds, soft and deep. 비가 내려와, and I finally fall asleep. The barista writes a name on someone else's cup, and the jazz from the old speaker fills the corners up. I could stay here for a lifetime, watching steam rise from my tea. 이 순간이 좋아, just the rain and me. Maybe lonely isn't always what it seems to be. Maybe quiet is a language only hearts can read. In the sound of falling water, some
Rainy cafe, don't let the rain stop. Rainy cafe, stay a little longer. Rainy cafe, rainy cafe, stay a little longer. Rainy cafe. The rain is painting patterns on the window glass tonight. A cup of something warm between my hands, the city lights. I've got nowhere that I'm rushing, nowhere I belong. 빗소리 속에 just this quiet, tender song. Strangers passing underneath their umbrellas one by one. And I'm sitting here so softly, glad the day is done. In this rainy little cafe, time moves slow. Watch the droplets race each other down below. There's a comfort in the gray clouds, soft and deep. Peeking at your watch, and I finally fall asleep. The barista writes a name on someone else's cup, and the jazz from the old speaker fills the corners up. I could stay here for a lifetime, watching steam rise from my tea. 이 순간이 좋아, just the rain and me. Maybe lonely isn't always what it seems to be. Maybe quiet is a language only hearts can read. In the sound of falling water, something loosens up. 따뜻하게 녹아, pouring like my cup. Rainy cafe, don't let the rain stop. Rainy cafe, stay a little longer. Rainy cafe, stay a little longer. Rainy cafe.
On a gray day, I find my rhythm,
The kind the sun,
never quite allows.
everything slows 2, 3, 4 time.
And I begin to move differently.
흐린 날이 좋아, 흐린 날이 좋아.
The clouds arrange themselves like music.
And I follow. Great day waltz, 흐린 날의 waltz. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Great day waltz, 이런 날도 좋아.
Even the rain has has perfect timing.
1, 2, 3. The pigeons on the rooftop don't seem to mind.
They've got their own 3/4 time too.
A couple under one umbrella,
Laugh about the weather,
not fighting it.
dancing in it.
흐린 날이 좋아.
흐린 날이 좋아.
Gray is just another color of the day.
If you know
How to move with it. Gray day waltz. 흐린 날의 왈츠. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Gray day waltz. 이런 날도 좋아.
even the rain has perfect timing.
1, 2, 3.
구름도 춤을 춰.
1, 2, 3.
The whole gray world is waltzing.
Gray day waltz. 흐린 날의 왈츠. 1, 2, 3.
Even the rain.
Gray day waltz. 흐린 날의 왈츠. 1, 2, 3.
Even the rain.
Day waltz. 1, 2, 3. Gray day waltz. 흐린 날의 왈츠. 1, 2, 3. 이런 날도 좋아. 1, 2, 3. 이런 날도 좋아. 1, 2, 3.
It wasn't raining when we left, and now the sky has changed its mind. You have the umbrella, I have nothing.
So we share the way we always find. 우산 하나, your shoulder against mine.
The rain decides
How close we stand. Umbrella for two, 둘이서 하나. One side always gets a little wet. Umbrella for two, 괜찮아. This is the closest
the rain has let us get.
so far.
You tilted toward me more than toward you.
I notice, but I don't say anything.
The rain is making the city smaller.
And the umbrella smaller still. 우산 하나.
The puddles choosing where we walk.
The rain deciding things we haven't said. Umbrella for two, 둘이서 하나. One side always gets a little wet. Umbrella for two, 괜찮아. This is the closest
The rain has let us get
so far.
비가 고마워.
For making the world this small.
둘이서 하나.
For giving us
One umbrella.
and no choice but this. Umbrella for two, 둘이서 하나. One side always gets a little
is the closest the rain has ever let us get. Umbrella for two, 둘이서 하나, one side always. 괜찮아. Feel better. The rain came down, but I didn't move. I said I'd wait outside. You said you'd be 5 minutes. 30 minutes passed and still I'm standing in it. My jacket soaked right through. My shoes a little cold. 그래도 좋았어. 이상하게도 비 맞으면서 서 있는데 얼굴엔 웃음이 나왔어. The people walking by with their umbrellas gave me looks like I was crazy standing there. Maybe I was, maybe I didn't care. Standing in the rain, waiting for you, waiting for you. I was soaked down to my bones, but I swear I didn't mind. Standing in the rain, 너를 기다리는 시간은 비가 와도 괜찮았어. 그게 첫사랑이었나 봐. And then I heard your voice before I saw your face. You were running with your bag held over your head. I'm so sorry, did you wait so long? You said 괜찮다고 했어 진짜로. 오히려 더 기다리고 싶었는걸. 그 순간이 끝나는 게 아쉬웠어. Standing in the rain, waiting for you, waiting for you. I was soaked down to my bones, but I swear I didn't mind. Standing in the rain, only for you, only for you. You took my hand without a word, said you're an idiot. You know, I know, but I stand in every rain for you. Every single rain for you. Standing in the rain, waiting for you, waiting for you. I do it all again, every drop, every minute, every time. Standing in the rain, 비를 맞으면서 웃었던 그날, 그게 내 첫사랑의 시작이었어. 지금도 비 오면 네 생각이 나. Pitter patter, pitter patter, waiting for you, still waiting for you. Pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter, pitter patter. A dim note drifts across the water, barely there, like a letter sent in silence through the open air. You're standing on the other bank, and I can almost see the way you tilt your head, the same way that you looked at me. The river is not wide enough to justify this ache. 강한 나를 사이에 두고 how much distance does it take? My mother keeps a photo in the kitchen by the stove, a village she can't go back to, buried snow. The grandfather who crossed the sea to give his children more. 멀리 와도 그리워, always longing for the shore. Distance is a language every human being speaks. In every tongue, on every land, through every loss it seeks. A way to say I hold you, though I cannot hold you near. You are half my heartbeat, even from a hemisphere. There's a river between us, but we're drinking the same rain. There's a river between us, but we're breathing the same pain. I will send my love along the current, watch it go. 그리워도 사랑해 more than you will ever know. Love outlasts the past. There's a river between us, let it carry what I feel. There's a river between us, but the love between us real. Wherever you are standing, when you finally read these lines, 당신이 거기 있어, and that means I am fine. A river between us, but still one sky. 강한 알을 사이에 두고 사랑은 흐른다. The river between us. 강한 알을 사이에 두고 사랑은 흐른다. 늘 지쳐줘. It's neither here nor there. 오늘 빛은 어중간해. Not quite dark enough to name, not bright enough to care. The clock moves slow, the tea goes cold. 차는 식고 시간은 느려. I sit inside this gray and let the afternoon unfold. Not every day has a color. 모든 날이 선명할 필요는 없어. Some days are just gray, and gray has its own kind of beauty in its own quiet way. 회색비도 soft and undefined. A day that asks for nothing, a day that eases the mind. 이런 날도 있어. Between the bright and dark, the gray afternoon is gentle, and gentle has its own heart. 회색비도 soft and undefined. A day that asks for nothing, a day that eases the mind. 이런 날도 있어. Between the bright and dark, the gray afternoon is gentle, and and gentle has its own heart. I read a page and lose my place, page 잃어버려. I watch the curtain breathe. There's something almost tender in the things I don't achieve. No pressure from the sunshine, 햇빛의 압박도 없고. No drama from the storm, just this long and gray and quiet, strangely soft, strangely warm. Not every day tells a story, 모든 날이 이야기일 필요 없어. Some days just breathe and through the gray ones is its own kind of belief. 회색빛도 soft and undefined, a day that asked for nothing, a day that eases the mind. 이런 날도 있어, between the bright and dark. The gray afternoon is gentle, and gentle has its own how soft and undefined, a day that asks for nothing, a day that eases the mind. 이런 날도 있어, between the bright and dark. The gray afternoon is gentle, and gentle has its own heart. 회색도 괜찮아, not every feeling needs a name. 그냥 있어도 돼, not every day needs to be claimed. Let this one be shapeless, let this one be still. 오늘은 그냥 이대로, just gray, just here, just real. 회색빛도 soft and undefined, a day that asked for nothing, a day that eases the mind. 이런 날도 있어, between the bright and dark. The gray afternoon is gentle, and gentle has its own 회색빛도 soft and undefined, a day that asks for nothing, a day that eases the mind. 이런 날도 있어, between the bright and dark. The gray afternoon is gentle, and gentle has its own heart. 회색빛도 just gray, 괜찮아. 회색빛도 회색빛도 비가 싫었어, the way it kept me and the way it canceled plans. 계획을 망쳐놓던 방식, it made the world go dim. But somewhere in the years, 그런데 어느 해부터인가, the rain became a friend. It showed up when I needed it. 내가 필요할 때 나타났어, and stayed until the end. It never asked me anything, 아무것도 묻지 않아. It never needs a reason, it just arrives and settles in. 그냥 와서 자리를 잡아, faithful as the seasons. 비가 나의 친구야, it knows when I need quiet. It sits outside my window, 창밖에 앉아서, and keeps the world from riot. It keeps me company, 비가 곁에 있어줘. When the silence gets too wide, it fills the room with something soft. 방을 부드러움으로 채워, that holds me from inside. On days when words run out, 말이 다 떨어진 날, and people feel too loud. The rain speaks just enough, 비는 딱 충분히 말해 without a crowd. It doesn't try to fix me, 고치려 하지 않아, doesn't tell me what to feel. It only falls and falls and falls, 그냥 내리고 또 내려, and somehow that is real. It never judges what I've done, 내가 한 일을 판단하지 않아, or what I've left undone. It falls the same on everyone, 모두에게 똑같이 내려, beneath the same gray sun. 비가 나의 친구야, it knows when I need quiet. It sits outside my window, 창밖에 앉아서, and keeps the world from riot. Rain keeps me company, 비가 곁에 있어줘. When the silence gets too wide, it fills the room with something soft. 방을 변하지 않아줘서 for staying through the night, for being here when no one else could be. 아무도 없을 때 여기 있어줘서 my quiet faithful love. 네가 나의 친구야. It knows when I need quiet. It sits outside my window. 창밖에 앉아서 and keeps the world from riot. Rain keeps me company. 비가 곁에 있어줘 when the silence gets too wide. It fills the room with something soft. 밤을 부드러움으로 채워 that holds me from inside. 비가 나의 친구야. Stay a little longer. 고마워. 정말 고마워. The window fogs with morning mist. 봄비가 처음 내리던 날 나는 창가에 서 있었어. A cup of tea, still warm, still mist. 그 향기가 아직도 손끝에 남아있어. The rain begins so soft, so slow. 마치 네가 돌아오는 것처럼 like something lost I used to know. I hear the drops against the glass. 빗소리가 네 이름처럼 들려. Each one a memory of what has passed. 봄비야 왜 하필 오늘 내리는 거야. First rain of spring wash everything. Do what I do. 그 사람 생각이 빗물처럼 번져 falling on the streets we walked before. 봄비야 조금만 더 내려줘. 조금만 더. Tell me there's still something worth waiting for. The cafe door swings open wide. 우리가 앉았던 그 자리 아직 비어있어. Someone laughs just like you did. 심장이 한번 멈췄다가 다시 뛰었어. The piano plays a song I know. 우리가 함께 듣던 그 멜로디. And all at once I miss you so. I hear the drops against the glass. 네 목소리가 빗소리에 섞여 들려. Each one a memory of what has passed. 봄비야 왜 하필 오늘 내리는 거야. First rain of spring wash everything. Do what I do. 그 사람 생각이 빗물처럼 번져 falling on the streets we walked before. 봄비야 조금만 더 내려줘. 조금만 더. Tell me there's still something worth waiting for. 봄비가 내릴 때마다 maybe the rain doesn't know 어디로 가야 할지 모르는 것처럼 it just falls. 나도 그냥 여기 서 있어. And maybe that's enough. 봄비야 왜 하필 오늘 내리는 거야. First rain of spring wash everything. Do what da da do what da da yeah. 그 사람 생각이 빗물처럼 번져나가 falling on the streets we walked before. 봄비야 고마워 오늘도 내려줘서. Tell me there's still something, something waiting for. Da 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 da. 봄비야 그치면 너도 오려나. came down without a warning sign, and there you were, just walking close to mine. 비 오는 날 네 우산 without a word, you that said everything you cared. An umbrella on a rainy day, no grand declaration, 말하지 않아도 알아. Love speaks in quiz. 비 오는 날 your umbrella 고마워. 비 오는 날 your umbrella. You didn't ask if I was okay, you knew the way the rain was falling through. 그 한 걸음 다가와준 것 meant more than you sheltered and quietly walked away. An umbrella on a rainy day, no grand declaration, 말하지 않아도 알아. Love speaks in quiz. 비 오는 날 your umbrella 고마워. 비 오는 날 your umbrella. In a world that's so, you were the quiet in the quiet in the quiet. 내 하루를 구했어. 비 오는 날 네 우산 without a word, that said everything you can. An umbrella on a rainy day, no grand declaration, 말하지 않아도 알아. Love speaks in quiz. 비 오는 날 your umbrella 고마워. 비 오는 날 your umbrella. 비 오는 날 your umbrella. I didn't plan to stop today. 그냥 멈춰버렸어. Just stood here at the window watching raindrops find their way. One by one they trace the glass, 한 줄기씩 흘러내려. Each one different, each one gone, but somehow still they stay. There's a language in this sound that I have always known. 빗소리는 늘 알고 있었어. It says slow down, you don't have to be anywhere but here, but home. 유리창에 닿는 빗소리, sound I need, washing everything so gently, setting all of it free. 이 빗소리면 충분해. No words, no plans, no rush, just the rain against the glass and the quiet
brings to us. The city blurs behind the drops. 도시가 흐릿해져. A softer world appears where edges round in colors melt and no one disappears. I make a cup and hold it close. 따뜻한 잔을 손에 쥐고 the steam curls up like smoke and everything I couldn't say dissolves without a word. There's a language in this sound that needs no translation. 번역이 필요 없어. It says breathe now. You have already arrived at the only place that matters. 유리창에 닿는 빗소리, the only sound I need. Washing everything so gently, setting all of it free. 이 빗소리면 충분해. No words, no plans, no rush. Just the rain against the glass and the quiet it brings to us. 고마워 for coming when I needed you. 빗소리야 for asking nothing in return. Some things heal without a reason. Some things hold without a word. 빗소리처럼 just like the rain. 유리창에 닿는 빗소리, the only sound I need. Washing everything so gently, setting all of it free. 이 빗소리면 충분해. No words, no plans, no rush. Just the rain against the glass and the quiet it brings to us. 유리창에 닿는 빗소리, just the rain. 충분해, 충분해, 충분해.
Standing underneath the awning, 처마 밑에 서서 watching people hurry past. They all seem to know exactly where they're going, where to last. But I'm waiting for the rain to stop. 비가 그치길 기다리며, or maybe waiting for something more, something I can't name just yet. Something worth waiting for. The rain doesn't know my name. 비는 내 이름을 몰라.
It falls the same on everyone, and somehow that's enough
To make me feel less alone.
비가 그치길 기다리며 I find a quiet I forgot.
Standing still while the world moves on.
Grateful for what the rain has brought.
기다림도 괜찮아.
Not every moment needs to go somewhere.
Sometimes the waiting is the place,
And the rain is the answer to a prayer.
a woman shares her umbrella with a stranger, doesn't speak.
말없이 우산을 내밀어. The kindness in the smallest things is what the rainy days release.
And I've been running for so long. 너무 오래 달려왔어.
I forgot what stillness felt like. Forgot I had the right to stop. Forgot
And everything I've been avoiding
softens in the gray blue.
비가 그치길 기다리며 I find a quiet I forgot.
Standing still while the world moves on.
Grateful for what the rain has brought.
기다림도 괜찮아.
Not every moment needs to go somewhere.
Sometimes the waiting is the place,
And the rain is the answer to a prayer.
아직 그치지 않아도 돼.
Stay a little longer, rain.
조금만 더.
I'm not ready yet to go back out.
Let me stay here just a moment.
In this in-between,
이 사이의 시간 속에
where nothing is required of me.
비가 그치길 기다리며
I find a quiet I forgot.
Standing still while the world moves on.
Grateful for what the rain has brought.
기다림도 괜찮아.
Not every moment needs to go somewhere.
Sometimes the waiting is the place,
And the rain is the answer to a prayer.
비가 그치길
기다리며
just waiting,
괜찮아,
just waiting.
괜찮아,
괜찮아.
괜찮아. The sky was turning when you said goodbye. 내가 뛰어놀 때 하늘이 변하고 있었어. I watched you walk away before the first drop fell. You didn't look back, didn't see it coming. 돌아보지 않았어. Or maybe you just knew too well. The rain arrived the moment you were gone. 내가 사라진 순간 비가 왔어. Like it had been waiting just for this. Standing in the street I couldn't move. 움직일. Now every time the sky goes dark, 하늘이 어두워질 때마다 I think of you leaving. Every raindrop on the glass, 유리강의 빗방울마다 feels like the start of that evening. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. Don't know what you were leaving behind. The rain came down and filled your absence. 비가 내 빈자리를 태웠어 with something I still can't define. You left before the rain. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. And I've been standing in it ever since, wondering if you ever felt it too. 너도 느꼈는지, or if the sky only wept for me. I keep the window open when it rains. 비가 오면 강문을 열어둬. Some part of me still thinks you might come back. The cold air fills the space you used to take. 차가운 공기가 네 자리를 태워. And I breathe it in and let it go again. The rain has no opinion on the past. 비는 과거 아무 이견이 없어. It falls today the same as it did then. And I'm still here, still learning how to stand. 나는 아직 okay. Now every time the sky goes dark, 하늘이 어두워질 때마다 I think of you leaving. But the rain has taught me something new. 비가 새로운 걸 가르쳐줬어. That standing in it is not grieving. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. Did you know what you were leaving behind? The rain came down and filled your absence. 비가 내 빈자리를 태웠어 with something I still can't define. You left before the rain. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. And I've been standing in it ever since, wondering if you ever felt it too. 너도 느꼈는지, or if the sky only wept for me. 이제는 괜찮아, I don't blame you anymore. 원망하지 않아, the rain was always gonna come. Some things end before the storm arrives. Some people leave before the skies break open. 어떤 사람들은 그렇게 떠나. And the rain falls anyway. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. Did you know what you were leaving behind? The rain came down and filled your absence. 비가 네 빈자리를 태웠어 with something I still can't define. You left before the rain. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. And I've been standing in it ever since, wondering if you ever felt it too. 너도 느꼈는지, or if the sky only wept for me. 비 오기 전에 떠났어. Just the rain now. 떠났어, 떠났어, 떠났어. 아직 비가 오고 나는 여기. I didn't ask for rain this long. I didn't plan to be still standing here. But the storm kept going past its welcome, and I kept going too, year after year. I am not the person that I was when this particular rain began. I've been reshaped by every drop that hit me, and I find I am a different kind of woman, man. I am not unbroken, let me say that clearly. I have fractures running all the way through. 부서진 곳이 있어, but broken things can still stand in the rain. And that is what I choose to do. 아직 비가 오고 나는 여기, still standing where I chose to stand. Not because the rain became more bearable, but because I learned to understand. Still raining, still here, and that is everything tonight. 그것으로 충분해. I didn't win and I didn't lose. I simply didn't leave the fight. Some nights it asked too much of me, and I gave it anyway because I had to. Some mornings I woke up and couldn't remember why I stayed. But my body always knew there is a kind of fate that has no language. It lives below the words, below the will. It's what kept one foot moving past the other. but because I learned to understand. Still raining, still here, and that is everything tonight. 그것으로 충분해. I didn't win and I didn't lose, I simply didn't leave the fight. To everyone still standing in their own rain, 빗속에 서 있는 모든 이들에게, you don't have to be okay to still be here. Staying is the bravest thing, not the smiling through the storm, but simply not leaving. 아직 비가 오고요, and I am still here. 나는 여기, still breathing, still standing, still choosing this. 아직 여기에, the rain can keep falling, I will keep being here. 여기 있을 거야. 여기에, 여기에.
I climbed up here to get away from the noise. 도시의 소음을 피해 올라왔어. The rain came down and stole away my choice. Now I'm stuck here with the rain in the sky. And honestly, I don't even wonder why the city looks so different from up here. Like everything that worried me just disappeared. 옥상 위에 비가 내려, rain on the rooftop, washing everything clean. The softest sound I've heard between the scenes. Rain on the rooftop, stay a little while. 조금만 더 내려줘, let me borrow your smile. My coffee's cold, my phone's run out of charge. 커피도 식고 핸드폰도 꺼졌어. And for the first time, nothing feels too large. Spring rain knows exactly what to say when all the words have simply gone away. Up here, everything's so quiet and so wide, like the whole of soul is singing lullabies. 옥상 위에 비가 내려, rain on the rooftop, washing everything clean. The softest sound I've heard between the scenes. Rain on the rooftop, stay a little while. 조금만 더 내려줘, let me borrow your smile. 빗소리가 이렇게 좋은 줄 몰랐어. Maybe that's enough to just be here, breathing. 옥상 위에 비가 내려, rain on the rooftop, washing everything clean. The softest sound I've heard between the scenes. Rain on the rooftop, stay a little while. 조금만 더 내려줘, let me borrow your smile.
A gay drum string hums low, the way a memory begins. Before the words, before the story, only what remains. My grandmother's hands upon the dough at 4 a.m. The way she hummed a song she never named for me back then. I didn't write it down, I thought the time would always come. 그때는 몰랐어 그 순간이 전부였다는 걸 이제야 알아. 사랑은 작은 것들 속에 살아있다는 걸. The teacher who stayed late to help me find my words. The stranger who sat silent when the grief was too absurd. They never knew the chapters that their kindness helped begin. 우리가 남긴 것들은 사라지지 않아. 누군가의 마음 속에서 영원히 살아 숨쉬어. It's not the monuments that last, not the stone or bronze or gold. It's the warmth inside a story that somebody chose to hold and pass it on like candlelight from hand to waiting hand, until the flame has traveled further than we'd ever planned. What we leave behind is not the gold or the name. It's the way we made each other feel that nothing stays the same. It's the hand that held a hand in dark, the word that lit the way. 우리가 남긴 것들은 사랑의 온기야. 세월이 지나도 누군가의 가슴에 남아있어.
After all the rain had come and gone, 비가 다 지나가고 나서 I walked out to see what it had left. Cracks and puddles, broken petals, 갈라진 틈과 웅덩이들, all the ordinary mess. But then I stopped and looked straight down, 멈춰서 아래를 봤어. And there it was right at my feet, the entire sky in a shallow puddle. 웅덩이에 담긴 하늘, clouds in blue, impossibly complete. How does something so small, 이렇게 작은 것이 hold something so wide? The lowest place on the road, 길에서 가장 낮은 곳이 carries the whole sky inside. 웅덩이에 비친 하늘, the whole sky looking up at me from the lowest point on the pavement. 가장 낮은 곳에서 the highest thing I've ever seen. Puddles reflect the sky, 웅덩이에 하늘이 담겨. And I think that's what we do when we're broken open, emptied out. 비워졌을 때 we hold the most beautiful view. I have been that empty place before, 나도 그런 빈 곳이었어. Scraped low by rain I didn't choose, but maybe all that hollowing out could be what Jimmy was making room for something new. The puddle doesn't try to hold the sky, 웅덩이는 하늘을 잡으려 하지 않아. It's just still enough to let it in, and maybe that's the only thing required. 그냥 고요하면 돼, just to be still and begin. How does something so broken, 이렇게 부서진 것이 carry something so bright? The cracks that let the water in, 물이 든 그 틈이 are the same ones holding the light. Oh, 웅덩이에 비친 하늘, the whole sky looking up at me from the lowest point on the pavement. 가장 낮은 곳에서 the highest thing I've ever seen. Puddles reflect the sky, 웅덩이에 하늘이 담겨. And I think that's what we do when we're broken open, emptied out. 비워졌을 때 we hold the most beautiful view. 낮아져도 괜찮아, the sky finds you anyway. 하늘은 찾아와, it doesn't wait for you to rise. The most beautiful reflections come from the lowest ground. 가장 낮은 곳에서 look down and find the sky. 웅덩이에 비친 하늘, the whole sky looking up at me from the lowest point on the pavement. 가장 낮은 곳에서 the highest thing I've ever seen. Puddles reflect the sky, 웅덩이에 하늘이 담겨. And I think that's what we do when we're broken open, emptied out. 비워졌을 때 we hold the most beautiful view. 웅덩이에 비친 하늘, look down, 하늘이 있어요.
The last drop falls and the sky begins to clear its throat. And something in the air decides to change its note. I didn't know I needed washing till the storm arrived. I didn't know how strong It's like it forgot it was ever gray. 빅 앤 뒤의 세상은 언제나 더 선명해. 폭풍이 쓸고 간 자리에 새로운 숨결이 찾아와. The flower didn't ask the rain to stop before it bloomed. It drank the dark and difficult and filled the empty room. There is a kind of beauty only hardship can produce. 어려운 시간이 나를 더 깊게 만들었어. 상처가 있던 자리에 뿌리가 더 깊이 내렸어. Every season has its purpose, every flood recedes. Every night that felt like forever finally concedes. And what comes after all the darkness isn't just the light. It's the you that found the courage just to make it through the night. After the rain, the world smells like beginning. After the rain, the birds resume their singing. Whatever brought you to your knees, it didn't win. 빅 앤 뒤에 넌 더 빛나고 있어. 폭풍을 견뎌낸 당신 이미 충분히 아름다워. This too shall pass, the oldest human comfort known, said by every tongue on earth, to every heart alone. And it has always proven true. It proved it once again. 이 또한 지나가리라. 언제나 그래왔듯이 지나고 나면 당신은 반드시 더 단단해져 있을 거야. After the rain, I find I'm still here standing. After the rain, I find a new understanding. The storm was not the end, it was the rearranging. 빅 앤 뒤에 나는 이전엔 내가 아니야. 더 깊고 더 넓고 더 자유로운 내가 여기 있어. After the rain, look up. After the rain, look up. 빅 앤 뒤에 다시 시작이야. 빅 앤 뒤에 I never learned to close the window fully. Not in summer heat, not in winter's cold. Something in me needs the outside, the sound of rain, the smell of something old. Even sleeping, I leave it cracked. Just enough to let the night come through. To know the world is still out there breathing, and that I am breathing with it too. People say that windows keep things out, but I have always known them as a way. 창문은 막는 것이 아니라 있는 것. To hold the world a little closer every day. 창문은 닫히지 않아, not all the way, not ever truly shut. There is always room for rain to reach me, always room for night to find its cut. The window never closes because something in me won't. 마음의 창문은 닫히지 않아.
The neighbors think I'm strange. Perhaps they close their shutters tight against the rain. But I stand here with my window open and let the drops come in and touch the pane. Because a life kept sealed from everything is warmer, yes, but smaller than it seems. 다친 삶은 따뜻하지만 좁아, and I would rather be a little cold and white. 창문은 닫히지 않아, not all the way, not ever truly shut. There's always room for rain to reach me, always room for night to find its cut. The window never closes because something in me won't. 마음의 창문은 닫히지 않아. I have tried and I have failed to shut it, and I think now that I don't. Let the rain come in a little, let the dark breathe through the gap. 들어와요. Everything that finds me through this window has always found me back. 창문은 닫히지 않아. The rain is welcome here. The night is welcome here. And so is every season still to come. 언제나 열려 있어. Come in, come in. There is always room. Come in, come in. Come in, come in. Everything over from the show today. 오늘 오래된 책을 꺼냈어. The pages soft with years of being held. The rain outside was tapping at the glass. 빗소리가 유리창을 두드리고, and something in me quietly compelled to sit, to read, to disappear while 앉아서 읽으며 잠시 사라지는 것 into a world that someone else had made. The damp air fills the room with something old. 눅눅한 공기가 방을 채워. A scent of time that doesn't want to fade. There is no place I have to be right now. 지금 가야 할 곳이 없어. No one who needs an answer from this room. Just me, the rain, these damp and tender pages. 나와 비와 이 눅눅한 책장. And all the space to let my mind bloom. 눅눅한 책장을 넘기며 I find the person that I used to be. Hidden in the margins, in the notes, 여백과 메모 사이에서. The version of myself I thought had left me. Damn pages, rainy days, 이런 날이 좋아. This is where I come alive. Not in the noise, not in the crowd. 소란속이 아니라. But here, where stories let me breathe and thrive. A pressed flower falls out from page 12. 12 페이지에서 누른 꽃 한 송이. I don't remember placing it in there. Someone I was wanted to remember. 기억하고 싶었던 어떤 나. Some afternoon, some light, some bit of care. The rain outside has found its rhythm now. 창밖비가 리듬을 찾았어. It drums against the world with patient grace. And I am just a reader in a room. 나는 그냥 방 안의 독자야. Grateful for this ordinary quiet place. There is
There's no version of today that's wrong. 오늘 어떤 버전도 잘못되지 않았어. No way that I should spend this afternoon. Just me, the rain, these damp and tender pages. 나와 비와 이 눅눅한 책장. And all the time to let myself commune. 눅눅한 책장을 넘기며 I find the person that I used to be. Hidden in the margins, in the notes, 여백과 메모 사이에서. The version of myself I thought had left me. Damn pages, rainy days, 이런 날이 좋아. This is where I come alive. Not in the noise, not in the crowd. 소란 속이 아니라 But here, where stories let me breathe and drive. 책장 냄새가 좋아. The smell of something loved and worn. 시간의 냄새, the scent of pages, years and letting go. Every book holds someone's afternoon. 모든 책에 누군가의 오후가 있어. And today, this one is holding mine. 눅눅한 책장을 넘기며 I find the person that I used to be. Hidden in the margins, in the notes, 여백과 메모 사이에서. The version of myself I thought had left me. Damp pages, rainy days, 이런 날이 좋아. This is where I come alive. Not in the noise, not in the crowd. 소란 속이 아니라 But here, where stories let me breathe and thrive. 눅눅한 책장, just the rain and the pages. 충분해, 충분해. The rain is saying something I don't need to translate. 그냥 들으면 돼. It speaks directly to the sleeping place. The rain is saying something I don't need to translate. 그냥 들으면 돼. It speaks directly to the sleeping place. 비와 잠 사이에서 I am neither one nor both. Just a breathing, drifting thing held between two kinds of soft. The piano plays the rain plays back the tune. 빗소리와 피아노가 And I am just the silence in between. 비와 잠 사이에서 I am neither one nor both. Just a breathing, drifting thing held between two kinds of soft. 이 사이가 좋아서 don't ask me to choose the rain or the sleeping. Both are holding me now. 비와 잠 사이에서 the humming and the rain become the same sound. 같아
멈춰요 And I become the quiet between them 강 위에 안개가 피어올라 Soft and slow above the water Nothing sharp, nothing clear 아무것도 또렷하지 않아 Only this, only here 강 위의 안개 Drifting where it needs to go No direction, no arriving 방향도 도착도 없이 Just the river, just the flow 이 고요함이 낯설지 않아 I have been here before In the in-between of knowing 알기 전과 알고 난 사이 And not knowing anymore 강 위의 안개 Drifting where it needs to go No direction, no arriving 방향도 도착도 없이 Just the river, just the flow 안개처럼 let yourself be undefined 흐릿해도 괜찮아 Not every moment needs a shade 강 위의 안개 Drifting where it needs to go No direction, no arriving 방향도 도착